All right, this is my second time doing this example because my iPad mysteriously deleted my last video, so hopefully I'm pretty good at this the second time around. Okay, you'll notice I labeled my coordinates for this third example, and I'm just going to jump right in. Got my steps all around here. Hopefully you got the same thing going on. Let's start out with A, and let's do this in a different color. Let's go with brown. All right, so I'm going to start out with my original point, 0, -4. Next step, subtract my rotation point, which is -2, -2, minus -2, minus -2. Gets me to +2, and then -2. Next step, I'm going to rotate my new point. I initially had transform, I changed it to rotate, clear up some confusion. So since I'm doing a clockwise rotation, you'll notice I swap my coordinates, and my new y is my opposite. So swap them out, -2, and then 2, and my new y here, which is 2, becomes -2. Last step, add the rotation point back in, plus -2, plus -2. And that gets me to -4, -4. So I'm going to go on my coordinate grid here to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to graph this, and I'm going to call it A1, my new point. So I'm going to take this work, shrink it down, shove it off to the side. All right, so now I'm going to do step 2. I'm going to do B now. Let's do B. Again, start out with my coordinates. I'm going to subtract my rotation point, minus -2, minus -2. That gets me to -2, +4. Next step, rotate that new point right here. That's the rotate my new point. Now, since it's 90 degrees clockwise, I'm going to swap my coordinates. Anytime it's 90 degrees, you're always going to swap them. And then my new y right here is going to become the opposite. So instead of -2, I'm going to go with +2. Good news is I'm almost done. Now I just have to add that rotation point back into the mix. Plus -2, plus -2, and you get 2, 0. So now I'm going to go with a 2, 0. I'll place my new value here. Call that B1. Now remember, one of the reasons we're doing this is we're creating a nice new coordinate grid, essentially off of that point that we're rotating off of. So it's just like rotating around the origin, except we're just doing it around a new origin. And it can be pretty hard to visualize for some people, which is why I like to go through these steps. Can't take full credit. I did see this on another website. But I think this is helpful. I always struggle with these as myself as a math student. Sometimes seeing this in a different way can be helpful. So last but not least, -3, 5. Again, subtract that rotation point, minus -2, minus -2. Gets me to -1, +7. Rotate that new point, swap the coordinates out, and this new y value becomes the opposite. So I'm going to get +1. Last but not least, add that rotation point back in, plus -2, plus -2, and I get 5, -1. So now I'm going to go across here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 1, call that C1. And I can connect my dots here. What do you know? Looks just like that point I rotate, or that shape I rotated. That's the goal. And I can color it in now and just differentiate it. I like coloring it at the end. So there you go. Again, it's all about walking through the steps. You know, start with subtract the rotation point, rotate the new point using these rules, and then add your rotation point back, and boom, there you go. Again, if you can do this visually, go for it. Some people need to see these steps out, so here they are for you if you need them. Good luck.